welcome to Sonia's Book Talk. I'm going to do time travel books today. There are so many time travel books out there. They go under the science fiction genre, but I don't like too much science in my science fiction, but if you do, that's great. I have a variety today for you. I'm going to start with Here I Go Again by Jen Lancaster. This is a fun, humorous, sassy time travel book. Lissy, she's a 37-year-old woman, I should say. She goes back in time by drinking a potion 20 years. So she wakes up, she's back in 1991. She's a junior at Lyons Township High School. So this has tons of 90s references, which I loved. It was so fun for me to read this. If you're not of that generation, you might not enjoy it as much as I did. But Jen Lancaster is known for her humorous memoirs, and so she's written a few fiction novels, a few novels. So this one was really fun. The character is flawed, definitely, but she learns things. She realizes she was really a mean girl in high school, and she tries to fix that now. So this was really fun, and I should say at the beginning, when she's 37, things are falling apart for her. She loses her job, and her husband leaves her. So, and then she goes back in time. Maybe she can make things right. So, pick this one up. It was really good. If that sounds good to you. Also, the Chicago tie-in was fun. So, the next one I have is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. You might have heard of this series. It's become a TV series, I think, on cable. This is a mix. This is time travel, but it's historical fiction and romance. It's pretty steamy at some points. So the main character, Claire, is a nurse. She was a combat nurse in World War II, and now the war's over, and she's vacationing with her husband in Scotland, where his ancestors are from. And she goes through a portal and is hurtled back to 1745 Scotland. Okay, and so very different from what she was living. From what I read, I think from what I've read, the historical details are pretty accurate from what I've heard. So there's wars going on. There's an uprising in Scotland in the mid-18th century here, and she's thrown into this, and she meets a soldier. She nurses this soldier back to health. His name is Jamie. Big romance ensues. So a lot of readers like this for the romance part of it. Again, there's not science-y stuff, even though it's science fiction, time travel-y. It's drama, it's dramatic. There are some rape references, because in the 1700s in Scotland, that was kind of a common thing against women. So if that bothers you, also there's the war going on, so there's some violence. So, which I'm not a fan of. So, but it has a bunch of stuff in here, and it's a very popular series. A lot of people really like it, and I liked it too. The character of Claire, she's a very strong female protagonist, very smart and brave. So there you go. Okay, so the last one I'm going to talk about came out this year, just this year in 2017 in February. A new author, new for novels, I guess he writes for TV. All Our Wrongs Today by Elan Mastai. Okay, so this one out of the three has the most science stuff in it, but there again, not too heavy on all the science explanation. So I enjoyed it. So sorry if you like all that heavy science stuff. Please put comments below. What are your favorite books? And then I'll know which ones I can recommend for people who like all that heavy science stuff. But these are lighter on the science. This one, there's the main character. His father is kind of like a genius scientist, so they have this, he has access, the main character's name is Tom, so he has access to this time-traveling machine, basically. But even though his dad is very successful, he is kind of a screw-up. And it takes place in 2016, but it's an alternate reality where everything is really nice, perfect almost. It's like a utopia because things that happened in the 50s with science discoveries kind of cleared up a lot of the world's problems. So he's living in this really nice world, and he screws up because he's kind of a screw up. He gets in the time machine for various reasons, but mainly has to do with a girl. And he goes back, and then when he comes back, he's in our 2016, which, you know, all the problems of this world, it's not perfect. So is he going to stay even though he's in this wrong world, but things are going well for him, or should he go back and try to make things right? And then what about for himself personally? It's actually, there's humor in it. The voice is, Tom's voice is pretty fast-moving and engaging, but it's also very thought-provoking because he has these opportunities to try to change what has happened, and should he, and how many times should he try? So it's pretty thought-provoking, and it builds up because he meets some alternate versions of himself. So that's kind of fun, and then that kind of builds up to the end, and it gets kind of suspenseful at the end. So if that one sounds good, pick this one up, All Our Wrongs Today, or try any one of these. I hope at least one sounded interesting to you today. Thank you for listening to my time travel book talk, and join me next time. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the Stickney-Forest View Public Library's YouTube channel. Also, like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Stickney-Forest View Public Library District, where great things happen.